Hello everyone, let us go for learning the how to do the reconciliation for the steel. We are learning about the important aspect, that's a reconciliation. So let us see the reconciliation of another very costly material related to the construction industry, that's a steel. So now let us first of all understand the basic sheet which is going to give us the input for our calculation. So as you can see the reconciliation, as I have already discussed for the cement reconciliation also, you need to do it on a monthly basis or running account bill basis. So whatever the date that you are doing it on, you just need to mention it over here, because for the next billing you will come to know that whatever the difference of days or months you are calculating it for. So it is always advised that you, whatever the reconciliation of the reinforcement steel you are going to do will be based on the bar diameters. That is important, because what happens many a times, some of the bar diameters are used in a huge quantity and some of the bar diameters are useless. So if this is what you are finding out on your site, that means there is some misuses of 12 bar dia as compared to 10 bar dia. Let's take an example. So suppose there was a slab to be casted, and it was expected that the 10 dia bars are to be used for the main steel and distribution and everything. So 10 dia bar were expected, but due to the misreading or anything, the 12 dia bars are being used for two slabs, and then it was like understood, okay, we did a mistake, and then again 10 dia bars were used. So whatever those two slabs were casted with 12 dia were actually calculated based on a 10 bar dia. But for the billing, as I'm going to find out that there is something difference I am finding out, and that difference I need to understand. So with the help of bar dia, if the reconciliation is done, it is much easier and helpful for your understanding that is there any misplacing of the bar is going on, is there any misutilization in the cutting of the steel is being done. Because as the bar dia goes on increasing, you just need to be very cautious that it is going to cause you a trouble to the total weightage of the steel. So based on the bar dia, it is important to do the reconciliation. So what is the unit we measure the steel into? That's a metric ton. So now whatever the quantity that we have received on the site, that's a cumulative, will be given from the storeroom. Store manager, he is going to give you the total quantity of the 8 bar dia where came to be 27.25 metric ton, 10 to be 35.6. So this quantity you are going to get from the store manager. Then the quantity that is used in the work, you're going to get it from the running account bills. That is up to previous bill, how much of quantity that you have received on a site. Then for this bill, how much of quantity you are utilizing. For this bill, how much of quantity you are submitting. So this is much of steel. Then cumulative will be the addition of these two, will give me the total. That is, this cumulative is a total summation of whatever the quantity that we are utilizing. Okay, this one. So we are coming to be the cumulative quantity that we have received on a site till date is 223 metric ton. Cumulative quantity that we have worked, utilized on a site is 187.53. So now which is the stock available at site? Fresh. Fresh is something which is uncut, which is just kept over there. So that's 12 bars are there lying there. So this is 2 of 8 dia, 3 metric ton of 10 dia, something like this. So total 15 is untouched bars are lying there. Then work in progress means what are the quantity that is been still into the cutting process, or just it is been casted, going to get casted in a concrete and anything. So that's a work in progress quantity that will be given to you with from the engineer of in charge of that particular block. So that is 11.02 metric ton. Then the difference in a metric ton, that how am I going to use it? That's a 27.25 is a total quantity that I have received on the site, out of which I have to minus this quantity, that's a cumulative I have used, minus stock available at fresh at site, and minus work in progress. So this total quantity difference in metric tons, if you want to write difference in metric tons, this I'll just put it as a. So that how you're going to calculate A over here, that is the total cumulative quantity, that is quantity received on a site over this one, minus total consumed quantity, cumulative one, then total stock freshly available outside, and minus work in progress site. So this all will give me the total, that's 3.85 metric ton is the difference I am finding out. So if I want to convert this difference into the percentage, how we are going to do that? I need to convert this difference. So that is 3.85 divided by total cumulative, that is a 27.25. So this is the total quantity that I have received on a, this total in a percentage will give me the quantity or a difference in a percentages. Okay, so next one. So let us learn how to do the reconciliation now. So first of all, reconciliation, up to date whatever the quantity that we have received on a site, that's a 223. This is the value taken, 223 is value received on a site. Then total consumed, which including the non-billable items, are non-billables are those chairs and spacers and everything. Those are the non-billable items. Including them, whatever the quantity that we have got is a 187.53 is a total we have consumed. Okay, then the steel which is work in progress, that's a 11.2.02, that's a total work in progress steel. Okay, then net balance theoretical, what was expected that this much will be the steel which will be readily available, which is there on a site, is this 223, that is A minus B minus C. So received minus consumed will be the total quantity expected to be on site. Then but the actually site on site, what, how much of steel is available? 15, total 15 metric ton is available on site, that is mentioned over here. Now wastage and shortage of steel up to this RA, how am I going to calculate that? That is equal to D, which is actually expected difference was to be there, minus this one available difference, that is equal to E. So that comes up with 9.45 metric ton of steel is missing. I don't know where it is. So this is what I need to study for. Now, if I want to calculate the wastage in percentage, I have told you, if you want to calculate the wastage in percentage, you have to always compare with the consumed quantity. The wasted quantity divided by consumed quantity. So that is equal to, wasted quantity is a 9.45 divided by consumed quantity is a B plus C, that is 187.53 plus 11.02. Addition of these two to divide by 9.45, you get the quantity of 4.76%. So now how much of the permissible wastage? There is a clause in your contract that you can have 3.51% to be wastage extra. Okay, so now excess in steel wastage, how much extra wastage I have done is equal to 4.76 minus 2.51, that comes out to be 2.25% extra. So now for that 2.25 I need to convert it to the quantity. So 2.25 into consumed quantity again, 2.25 into consumed quantity, that's a B plus C. I get 4.466, nearly this much of metric ton of steel is missing, and I need to put it at a debit or just hold this whatever the cost of this one is from the contractor. And the cost, how am I going to determine by what cost I'm going to multiply it, is what I'm going to see whatever the cost that I have received. So steel, suppose I have received by some quantity, I received by 45,000 rupees, then again received by 43,500 rupees, then sometimes 46,000 rupees. So whatever I'm going to have the average of this one, with average of that I'll just going to multiply that value, then this whatever the amount is going to come, that much of amount I'm going to put it a debit for the contractor. Now the basics of this is very important, that you need to learn reinforcement and cement reconciliation, because these two are very costly material. There is an aggregate reconciliation also, the concept is same everywhere. You just need to find out first of all consumed quantity, the first column, then whatever the quantity you have received on that is on site, that's the second column. Then you need to just deduct them from each other, you're going to get the actual quantity that they were expected to be on site. And you need to visit the storeroom where there are quantity which is really on your site. So the difference between these two, that is a quantity expected to be on site and the quantity is there on a site, the difference between these two is a wastage. The comparison of that in a percentage will give you the total amount that you have wasted or utilized extra or something like that. Okay, so I just hope this is very important concept that you have learned, and I just need you to learn it more, because on site it is going to play a very vital role. If you know the reconciliation, you kind of know a lot of things about civil engineering. So with this, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.